All right, how you doing, everybody? Captain Jack here. I am just going through the process of what's the word I'm looking for. I keep bouncing back and forth between um, like a couple of Facebook accounts and whatnot, and I forgot my password, so I have to. Hopefully, it'll show up in a minute. I gotta get my password. Why is it not here? Oh, it's the other one. No, that's one. Okay. Um, Shoot. Yeah. That's why it's that one. Okay. Hopefully I can get it. 'Cause I was like, it's not there. Uh, Come on. This is pissing me off. If I can't get in there, it is the inbox. Was sent to. Yeah, this is the. I hate when this happens. Okay, try it again. It's not. Yes. I not do whatever. Okay, there we go. There we go. Not funny. Okay. Yeah, again, it's one of those things where I don't have. I mean, I have a lot of patience, but sometimes when I'm trying to do something, okay, I don't know what I want to do. Password. Do I have to do this now? I mean, I'm wasting showtime. Okay, well, I'll do it later. Anyway, all right. Good evening, everybody. I don't have time. I don't have time for this stuff. Raider Mode's in here. Ahoy to you, Rosalie. Oh, how you doing there, sweetheart? And of course, Jay is here. Good to see Miss Jay Goulet. Matt Hughes, how you doing? Sebastian is over here as well. Love your hat. Thank you, darling. What's up by Raider Mode? Now, Keegan, I'm glad is in here because Keegan was saying, "When are you doing a show?" And also, Fast Eddie was saying, "When are you doing a show?" Here's the thing: this is uncensored. So, because I don't want to say that we are gonna have a Silver and Black Ladies night. I swear. It's just that it's not tonight because there's still some scheduling difficulties with the ladies, and they got other things going on, and I get it. I mean, life, your first portion of life is more important, right? Your first portion of life is more important, so we'll take care of that. So when Heidi and Peggy are ready to go, we'll have a end of year wrap up. Trust me, we will have an end of year wrap up. Like, share. We are uncensored tonight. Thrash is in the house as well. Circus Raider, salute. I'm still pissed off about this defense. Yeah, I'd rather bleach my eyes and watch this defense give another wide open 15-yard pass down the middle of the field. Yeah, I get you, but no, we're uncensored. We're uncensored, Keegan. We're uncensored. You can fucking say what the fuck you want. See? Said fuck. Jay already salutes you. Willie Wayne's here. No, you can say what you want. You think Brady is coming to Vegas? Yes, I do. I don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen. But I think it's going to happen. And I can't stand the thought because you're going to have to give an old dude $30 million of your cap. So if you combine that with the $6 million we're going to have to use up on a used car. See, I was using 007, because that's $6 million we have to eat, right? So if you give Brady 30, that's $36 million a year cap gone, one player. And I don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen. So please, like, share. Like this and share this, please. Oh, Mir's in the house. How you doing, sweetheart? Love the Mir. We have Jay, we have Mir, and we have Rosalie in the house. We got three hotties in the house. Remember, like this and share it up, please. Please. And there you go. Marilla says, Brady can stay his crusty, cheating ass in Tampa Bay. Bingo. See, Keegan's already on the McDaniel shit. When are we going to get a coach? Keep him for at least 3 years. We need for that. We got a coach. We're going to keep him for at least 2. Because you got to remember that Mark is still paying on Gruden. He might even still be. Maybe he might even owe Del Rio, right? I don't know. Because I know he owed Del Rio when he got Gruden, right? So he owed Del Rio for a couple of years. He might have paid that off by now. He still owes on Gruden, probably. And he's paying for this coach. So he said, I can't afford to keep making fuck-ups and paying on them. Are we going to be able to come into the show? Yes, you are, Raider Mode. You're going, oh, Maritza shared my video. Cool. Thank you, honey. Maritza is otherwise known as Raiderette Vampira, the gorgeous lady up in Pennsylvania, and not a poster boy posing to be good. No, I tell you, man, Keegan's all Keegan. Keegan is real. Keegan is real. Jay says she absolutely can't stand Brady. I don't know how I would feel if Brady came. We actually had a win. Here, well, I'm gonna say it. I'm on record. Cannot stand his ass. Cannot stand his ass. Cannot stand his ass. But I'm going to support not him, because if he is our quarterback, I'm going to say you better fucking win. You better fucking win. Who would be your pick for quarterback? Matt, thank you. Great question. Share this, Matt. It's a nice fish, by the way. If someone bought you a Brady Raiders jersey, would you wear it? No. But I would keep it. And that's why the Wild Wild West was saying that they're going to get me a Brady jersey. I said, well, you better get me a $300 one of those nice ones. Those nice ones. Better get me one of those nice ones. And I'll keep it. Because I don't throw away Raiders jerseys. I won't wear it, though. I'm being honest. If you want to buy me a Brady jersey, have everybody pitch in and get me one of those, the nice $300, or maybe they might even be more now. I know when Nike had them, the Elites were like $320 because it was patch on patch and it was nice, right? I'd even take a white Brady. Because I think the white ones are their white ones are patch on patch. The black ones are just the one patch. So I'd take a white one, number 12. Who when you do the call? Oh, so much needs to be said from Fury. Oh yeah, I'm doing call-ins. Who do you want for quarterback? A great question, Rosalie. Thank you. Who do I want for quarterback? I want to sign Stidham for one more year. But you get him on a 2-year contract. So you sign Stidham for a 2-year contract, right? You signed Jacoby Brissett. That's your 1A, 1B, right? Jacoby Brissett, who has played in McDaniels' system up in New England, okay? And then you let Garbers stick around because he was the rookie last year. You draft a quarterback. Not before the 3rd round. 3rd round is the top, right? A quarterback in the 3rd round, it's developmental. And he better be cerebral because McDaniels' system is hard. It's hard. As long as he's cerebral, he's smart, and he can throw the ball. I mean, he doesn't have to have a rocket arm. He's got to be consistent. He's got to be accurate. And he's got to be able to run when needed. Thinking more about how Davis is treating some of the fans. He can't come up with a way to stop opposing teams. No, Thrash, you can't. You know why? Because Raider fans own the seats. They're putting them up for sale. They're very fucking expensive. I will admit this. I myself was looking to possibly get rid of the Niner tickets, but I did it too late. And I wasn't going to get good money for them. So I decided I went to the Niners game, right? A great game aside from the ending. So I will look next year, or when the schedule comes out, there will be a game that I said, well, what game does everybody want? Now, I'm putting my tickets up for sale for a big amount. And I'm going to use that money to recoup for some of the for money and tickets. That's okay, and I'll buy the tickets. I'll buy a ticket later. I'm good with whoever comes in and helps us win a ring. It's about winning. That's kind of like what I think. Jason, if we have fucking Tom Brady as our quarterback, you better fucking win. Brady's washed up. We need a young underdog like Lamar. I don't want Lamar Jackson either because he is broken. Tall salute to Cab Jack all day. Win, lose the tie, Raider Nation. Just win. Night Owl, thank you for being here. We need a quarterback who will be a potential threat to Mahomes. Well, there's very few out there, and that's why we need to draft one. Alex Ghost is in here. Thank you. Devontae Adams won't go for that. He wants a legit quarterback. Jacoby Brissett is a legit quarterback. He's not a damn rookie. He's not. Remember, share, please. We keep Stidham and Jacoby. We have to sign Jacobs. Yes, we're going to need a damn good yes. I agree, Matt. I agree. Whoever turns out to be the next quarterback, I wish him all the best. Going to get any worse. Ed, I was trying to call you earlier, by the way. Hopefully you'll call. I got to call you and Hollywood after the show. Mark, he didn't care about moving the team. Now look at him. Yeah, I know. Someone fat. Well, yeah, but okay. But Lamar Jackson, he is fast. No, Jay, I don't want Aaron Rodgers because you got to give up a lot for Aaron Rodgers. Okay, wait. Whoa. People are calling already.
Call from J Captain Jack Google Voice.
No. Stop. No. Stop. Ignore. Don't call yet. Don't call yet. I'm telling you what, I'm still going. Let me get the comments out. Mike Guerrero, thank you for being. Remember, share, Mike, permission granted. Racers in the house. Defense coordinator is terrible. We need to have a top 10 defense next year. Razor, I think it's a matter of he doesn't have the players yet. But next year, he is flipping the roster now. Remember, he told Max Crosby, don't worry about the scheme. I'm going to use you. Max had an all-pro year, did he not? We just need another person on the other side. What do you think we threw out a Raider guy for holding up a sign? Well, I spoke with him last night because I was over on Thor's show. Thor it was Vegas Ralph. Vegas Ralph was there, and he spoke about it, and we went back and forth. Here's the thing. I agree with Ralph. It's Vegas Ralph. He's the guy with the sign. I agree with Ralph that we deserve better. I do. I agree with it. We deserve better. The problem is that Raider Nation is paying a bunch of money for a shitty product. A bunch of money for a shitty product, and they're not going to do it. Yeah, and he had a right to say it, but it was also, and here's the other thing, it's also, if an owner, or let's say you walk into a bar. And it says the bartender, we reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. It's in the bar. We refuse the right to refuse service to anyone. He was kicked out. Right, wrong, or indifferent. And Matt says he's a fucking clown. Yeah. But he does reserve the right to kick anybody out. He's an ass. And I agree with Ruben. Rogers ain't coming to Vegas. We've got to give up too much for him. Vicky Orr, it's so good to see you. And advance happy birthday. No. Thanks for the shout out. Hey, thanks for coming in. I try to shout out as many people as possible. Share this up. Okay, there is so radio or no radio. We continue to see opposing team jersey stands like that. What the Niners and Chiefs did, that mess with it. And it's going to continue. It's going to continue. You want this culture, us as fans have the power to, well, yes, you do need power. But then, here's the other thing. And Night Owl, thank you for coming in as a new member. Thank you. Night Owl came in as a new member. Thank you there, Jefe. Oh, I miss you too, Vicky. And so does Jay and everything. Who do you think will be at 7? Oh, I haven't even begun to do, and I'm honest, Trend. I don't know. Because here's the thing, if for folks that are like and Jason Dean's in here, right? Jason Dean is my college guy. He knows everybody, right? But if you are projecting, right, for the draft right now, it's going to change 100 times. Seriously, it's going to change 100 times before the draft, because stocks are going to go up, they're going to go down, and if people, there's going to be trades, a bunch of shit. Don't worry about it. There are people that we need, and we'll see where they are. I mean, I am not trying to avoid the question, Southern Trendkill. That's a great question. It is a great question, but I don't know. And Jason Dean, in fact, hopefully we'll get Jason Dean in here. And I'm going to put the link up in a minute. Okay. And Ed's going to go with a fund me to fire the Mick Lombardi so we can afford to pay for Ben Johnson from Detroit. Detroit. Even I fucked up on that. Detroit. A lot of casinos own the majority of PSLs. This will continue. All they care about is making money. You are right, sir. Oso's in the house. Good to see you, Osos. Great memories the other night. TNBC Oso. And for those that want to celebrate in the off season, I believe, and also if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. April 15th in Dallas is the big TNBC anniversary party. I believe it's April 15th. I think it's tax day. Share this up. Share this up. The YouTube link. Okay, the YouTube link. Share up the YouTube link. Those ticket prices, okay. Yeah, April 15th and 16th. I was right on that. Those are going to take a big hit if the Raiders keep losing like this. Yeah. Mode says yes. Oso says yeah. April 15th and 16th. And yeah, and Mark Davis can suck my cock. I probably just lost any sort of positivity with what as far as this. We, the Raider fans, reserve the right. We reserve the right. If you're making money, because you made money on the tickets, we reserve the right to try to recoup our money. If you have a shitty product, we reserve the right to recoup our money. You've already been paid. You've already been paid because you are the owner and you get the X amount of the ticket sales. You got that. Plus you have concessions and parking and all that other crap, right? Oh, you were there, Vicky. You saw Hollywood. I'm sorry, Vicky. I missed you. I apologize. I'm sorry. I want to see Vicky. Kev, what do you think of our opponents so far? You saw, I wasn't avoiding you. I swear. Here, without smiling, I was not avoiding you, Vicky. I swear. I'm sorry I missed you. Okay. If you want to come in, and this is it, come in via the link. Come in via the link. Okay? And I say this. Why? Because people cannot hear you on the phone. People cannot hear you on the phone. Come in via the link. Okay? And I didn't even put my YouTube up yet. Let me put my YouTube up as well. So we'll do that. Okay, Kevja. Okay, it's live. Okay, we got that going on. Make sure it's still. And by the way, subscribe. I'm about like 40 subscribers away from 2,000. That's pretty cool. More than 40. Oh, okay. Yeah. Are you sure for what? Yes, I'm sure. I know the BS that used to be very reasonable, and now we're in Vegas. The crap is go out. That's hey, but that's. And you know, it was funny because but like, share, please. We're losing viewers already. The reason why there was a bunch of Niner fans was because our tickets, as pricey as they were, were cheaper than theirs. That'll tell you something. Bug. Permission granted. Thank you for coming in. Do I shoot any pool? I used to. I used to shoot pool in the Philippines. Scott, was that a bet, Scott? Oh, okay. And yeah, you're right. No one ever hits the like button. If you are here, please hit the like button. If you are here, come over to YouTube. If you are here on YouTube, share the YouTube link out. Share it out. Okay?
Call from RDR Houston.
Steve. Oh my God, Steve. Oh, okay, hang on. Steve, for some reason, hang on. Okay, Steve, you're yeah. Okay, here's the thing, Steve, and I know. Can you not hit the link?
No, I just got home. I just got Captain Jack. I just got back from Vegas and I had a kidney stone, so I've been dealing with all kinds of crap at the hospital.
Okay, well, I hope you're feeling better.
I am, because it's very, very painful. It's about the worst thing a guy can go through as far as you know, I'm sure you've heard all about the stories about kidney stones.
Yeah, no, kidney stones suck.
Yeah. But I just wanted to tell you, Captain, how pissed off I was seeing all those Kansas City Chiefs fans taking over our stadium and acting like white clowns and celebrating the fact that I know they've got every right to do what they want to do. I know Kansas City, believe me, I work there. It's cold as hell, it's hot as hell, they got tornadoes. If I lived in Kansas, I would have wanted to get the hell out of there and be out in Vegas myself. But, you know, I hope that Cincinnati or Buffalo just wipes the mat on these people. I'm so sick of their fans. What say you, Captain?
No, I agree. And thank you, Steve. I tell you what, I'll be honest. Steve and Pittsburgh Jared are the only people I'm going to allow to call in on the phone. Okay.
I appreciate that, Captain.
Because they don't do the hit the link stuff. But
I'm sorry, I'll be better with that, Captain.
Well, only because you guys can hear Steve. I hope you guys can hear. See, Matthew said we hit kidney stones. Yeah, no fun. Yeah. So I'm sure you guys can hear Steve. I have the volume up. I think I have the volume up, and I don't want to keep. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Make sure that your volume is up as high as it is. Oh, there you go, Brad. Go on.
What was your experience, Captain, of your impressions of the Kansas City Chiefs fans acting like that in our stadium before the game? See a guy wear green says Brady suck, walking around so damn proud. These people need to get a freaking life, Captain. They're almost as bad as Bronco fans. What say you about the whole situation?
Well, I had no problem with Bronco fans, honestly. Honestly, I had no problem with Bronco fans. Kansas City fans are smug as hell. They're smug as hell. They're like Patriot fans. Okay, they're smug, but you got to deal with them. Unfortunately, we can't say anything to them because they've been beating us. Now, granted, they barely beat us in Kansas City, but they beat us quite soundly in our own house. Okay, and the best way to get a smug Kansas City fan and sit them down is that they lose, and hopefully they will lose. And Wilbur is going to say, "Thank you, Wilbur." I was going to test that. Wilbur is a Bengals fan. Casey Huddle was a clown show, the ring around the razor. I was just saying that when Bengals get there, they'll make it 4 in a row within 12 or 13 months. Thank you, Wilbur. I hope so. Wilbur is a Bengals fan, and I hope that you do that, Wilbur. I hope that you do that. But the thing is, it's unfortunate. But Kansas City fans, we have nothing to say. And it pisses me off. It does. It pisses me off.
Captain, this goes back to Kermit the Frog out there doing all that. He wants to get every single call. He's so annoying as a player. He's like Tom Brady. He has to get every single call. He acts like such a fool out there. He makes a fool out of himself. And his sister and his brother are even the worst fans, pouring drinks on people, flipping everybody off, and filming it all over the place. But tell you what, in Kansas City, they don't have the band that we have, the Raiders band. They don't have a halftime show like we have. And those people, there's nothing to do with freaking Kansas City. I worked up there. It's a market of America. And for those fans to act like that, have some class. They have no class, Captain.
They don't.
No class at all.
They don't. Yeah, they don't.
That thing about the Chiefs, how insulting is when you're going to sing doing the national anthem.
Yeah.
Clowns.
They are. Well, okay. Let me rephrase. The majority of the smug fans are assholes. Oh, Jefe's coming in here. Jefe, you really want to come in here? The answer is no. Jefe, here's the thing. You guys won. Congratulations. Fuck off.
I feel that 100%, Captain. And I hope that the Bills or Cincinnati runs them off the turf like they did. Remember how surprised they were when he was playing that half-unit game last year against Cincinnati and they got run off the field? And Cincinnati can actually play with that team and go toe-to-toe with them just like the Buffalo Bills. So before they go out and celebrate and get the Barber Trophy, they're going to have a awakening call by either Kansas City, either by the Bills or in Cincinnati. And you know what? I've got a friend that's a long-time Cincinnati fan, and she has more class than the Chiefs have with their whole body. Don't go around acting like you're world champions when they haven't had it. And last time I remember, they got run off the field against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got their tails kicked. Where were those fans? They weren't calling dog shows, were they? The Chiefs were nowhere to be found. They were like cockroaches.
Okay.
That's all I got to say, Captain. I'm so sick of them.
I got you. And Wilbur, thank you for subscribing. Scott Colpitz is saying they all look closely related. Kerry Walton, thank you for being here. Wilbur, thank you for being here. Hey, Steve, thank you for being here, partner.
Thank you, Captain. I get so darn makes me proud when I see you up on the video. He's breaking this. You would see your Raider and Violator and Crusader Raider and of course, Will and Rilla are great ambassadors for the Raiders, and I can't thank you enough for what you do for me.
Okay. Well, thanks again, partner. You take care.
Go Raiders. We'll get those guys next time.
Hopefully so. Goodbye there, Steve. All right, that's Steve. Steve doesn't do the links, okay? And Steve's been a long-time subscriber, so I'm trying to move the microphone. Okay. Now, get ready. Get ready. And hey to you as well, Carrie. Jefe, and Jefe did send me a private chat message. Oh, here we go. I love the snow globe play. It was awesome. You also held on it, and it didn't go for anything. But having said that, I'm going to show Jefe. I'm going to show Jefe KC that I will let him into the show. But get ready, folks. In the comments section, you let Jefe know what's going on, okay? Because I honestly think Jefe spends more time. Honestly, Jefe spends more time on Raider shows than he does on Kansas City shows. Jefe, you are in Captain Jack's galleon. How are you doing, and what do you got for us tonight?
Well, pretty good. Put that piece Las Vegas.
Jefe, wait a second. I'm not doing this. I'm not saying this, but the sound is not good. So check your sound. Okay. I couldn't hear the sound. Yeah, and Mark said your audio sucks. Jefe, I don't know what Jefe said, but I brought him in the show. I brought him in the show because I'm going to show him that I'm better. How is the ring around the rosy play not unsportsmanlike conduct? Oh, okay. Jefe's going to come in again. Jefe, check your audio. Check your audio. Okay, I'm going to bring him in again.
How much?
Not this time.
All right. Very appreciated. Thank you so much.
You got it.
Well, I just want to say I love trolling the Raiders Nation, and I am the number one troll, and there will never be another one. And you know what? You had a good season. You got a new coach. I understand. Going against the best team in the national football is not easy to do. You know what I mean? Especially in the first year.
Okay, well, Jefe, I'm gonna stop you right there for right now. Okay, because technically, the best team in the NFL is the Super Bowl champion until somebody uncrowns them. Now, you had the best. Actually, I don't think you did. The best team in the NFL right now, record-wise, is Philadelphia. Is it not?
I think we're tied. I believe. I'm not positive.
Okay, how many losses do you guys have? 3?
3 losses. Yes, correct.
Okay, I think the Eagles have 3. So you guys are tied. You guys are tied with the best record. I'll give you that. You are the best team in AFC. That is true. But I really think, that you, as a Kansas City fan, got the better of the fact that there was and it was unfortunate that the safety from the Bills had the incident because they weren't allowed to finish that game because both the Bengals along with the Bills beat you this year.
Oh, correct. Yeah, they beat us by 1 point, so it was a close game. But I'm not worried about that. That was a regular season, and I want to thank Raider Nation for giving us the first place seed. And we're gonna have Josh Jacobs next year. Very appreciated, Raider Nation. You help us out a lot. So
the reports are that Jacobs is going to be franchised, so you're not going to get him next year.
No, he's not going for that. No, he's coming to Kansas City. So is Waller. Waller's coming to Kansas City too.
No. See, now you are just saying shit to say shit. Jacobs is going to be franchised, right? So that means you're not going to get him next year. Waller is under contract. We're not going to trade Waller to you, and that's the only way you're going to get him.
All right. Well, you'll see next year, Raider Nation. You guys help us out a lot, and we appreciate you.
I'm just letting you know Waller is under contract. He's not going to be cut, and we will trade him, but not to you.
Once again, Derek Carr will come to Kansas City to back up Patrick Mahomes. And
I don't think that's happening either.
We will have the half of the Raider Nation's squad on our team. The good half. But Cap, hey, good year, man. Raider Nation, I love to have fun, man. It's all in fun. So you guys
Okay.
have a great day, man.
Hey, Jefe, thank you for coming in and keeping it real.
All right, man. Go Chiefs!
I'm allowed to say this. Go to hell. But you take care personally.
All right, bud. Take it easy.
All right. Take care, Jefe.
See you next year.
As well. All right. Good night now. See? I allowed him in the show. Right? Showed him that I'm the better person. Because Jefe pisses me off. I don't mind trolls, but when trolls get a little beyond, I get to be pissed off. Okay. And thank you. I think ONT6 sent me something. Okay. Let me get back on. He said Jefe, these are for you. He said he was scared of the Bengals. I still think so too. And Twan, Jefe's got the McDonald's Wi-Fi. Okay. And Carr's not going to Kansas City because we'll have to trade him. And you're not going to sign him. And he said Waller will be in Kansas City. No. Waller is on the Raiders until we trade him. And if we trade him, and we're not trading him to Kansas City. The only person that may be a Chief next year is Josh Jacobs. But reports are, if you haven't seen it already, reports are that the Raiders are going to give him the franchise tag. So he's going to walk away with $10.1 million based upon what the franchise tag is projected to be. Okay? So, no. Jason Dean Hunter doesn't want Jacoby Brissett. Okay. But he's another person that played in the system. I don't want Jimmy Garoppolo. Best teams who played in the AC West. Did you see the Donkeys, Raiders, and Chargers who snuck in records this year? True. God's coming to KC too. This guy's got jokes, bad ones. Oh, Jared's in here. There you go. Jared, Jared, same thing. If you call, where's my phone? Oh, there it is. Jared, if you call, I'll just just call my number. Okay. Remember, share this, please. I want to remember, we're all pissed off. And I don't have to do 2 hours because this is unfucking censored, so I can do it until as long as I want. And Mark's and Jefe, guy's a clown. LT6 soldier is laughing. Scott says I guess 417 is the meth. That's got to be Kansas City, right? I don't know. I'm just guessing. 417. You know what the meth capital of Florida is? It's about 25 minutes east of me. It's Lakeland. Okay, it's Lakeland. That's the meth capital of Florida. Jared's in here. Not even good at no, Mark. He actually, I will say this: Jefe, and he's probably still watching. Jefe, he toned it down a bit because I kicked him off the page a long time ago. Derek Carr gonna probably be a Saint or a Texan. Then it depends upon if we trade him or not. Wilbur says to go home. Good luck to the Chiefs, but it's all Buffalo. And I think here's what I say. I say that one of these three teams are going to represent the AFC. And number 4 would be Kansas City if the three teams are made. But I think that Buffalo, Cincinnati, and don't laugh at this, Jacksonville. Buffalo, Cincinnati, or Jacksonville, because Jacksonville this year is like Cincinnati of last year. And Wilbur, that's not being pissy to you, because Cincinnati had a historic season, but Jacksonville is just ascending at the right time. They keep going up and they keep getting better. So I think Buffalo, Cincinnati, excuse me, or Jacksonville are going to represent the AFC. We'll see. We'll be in the 727. Oh, okay. Matt is a Browns fan. Thank you. Give me a ring. He was just talking. I know Mark. Never a division rival. Okay. I'm not rooting for a division rival. Okay. John Copeland, thank you. Glad in good health and good spirits. The hotel kick out things like. Well, I got here. Jacobs is a must sign. I believe so. Yeah. And I spoke with Josh. I really think that he's going to be there. Vicky says my grandson wants to go to UGA. Jared, he was excited. Yeah, tell him to come. Tell him to come to Florida. Tell him to be a Gator. It's going to be a while to the Gator. The Gators are the closest competition for Georgia in the East. It's still going to be a couple of years. I would never go on a KC-centric podcast and talk shit about their team. Get a life. Becky, thank you for being here. You think they'll keep Carr but just don't play him? No, Becky, no. They're not gonna. They're either gonna cut Carr or they're gonna find a trade partner, but they're not gonna keep him and just sit him. No, I don't think so. And pushing pride. Thank you for being here. Jacksonville defense are young dogs. Scott Colpitz says it. Well, I just think that they got that. They got the certain oomph. They got the certain something this year. I wish that Trois would have made it. Yeah, I tell you, I thought when they beat the Packers that they made. Now who was the last team in the? I'm kind of behind. So who was the last team in? I know these teams. I know that San Francisco's in. I know that Philly's number one. I know that the Cowboys are playing the Bucks, right? I know the Packers are out. I know Detroit's out. So who won the NFC North? Oh, Minnesota. Okay, Minnesota. There you go. NFC is wide open too. Cam, you talked to the manager at the bar. No, actually, I did. I spoke to. Well, the bar manager was a bitch. And I had no problem saying that. The bar manager was a bitch. The general manager or of the night, she's a Raiders fan. She's the one who kicked me out, though. But it was because of the bar manager who was a bitch. And I need to let you guys know, this is what I found out after the game or after the show. I went down and spoke to the bar manager. Or not the bar manager, the hotel manager, the one that said I had 5 minutes to get my shit together and leave. She said, and this is a quote, that the reason why I was asked to leave was because of quote-unquote security reasons, which is bullshit, because there was people back and forth behind me. There was maybe 3 people in the entire broadcast. Maybe 3 people went behind me. Those that were on know that. That was the main reason. And the other one was because somebody complained that they wanted to watch the TV that I kind of was in that cubby. Okay, there was plenty of room. I had my computer up. You could have fucking sat there, assholes. So they complained and I had to leave. That was bullshit as well. So I need to write to Hilton, but I haven't been able to because I've been doing this. Going to work, coming here. I had some pizza. That's why I'm a little late tonight. And then going here. Jared, back in a few years, they got a good coach, Napier. I think it'll take. Yeah, it's going to take a couple of years. B. Al is in here. Thank you. What's it going to look like for us this time next year? I don't know. I wish I had the ball. What do you call one of those seeing eye balls? Ooh, the crystal ball sees many things. I don't have a crystal ball. I think we'll be better though. Doug is in here. Doug is from York, Pennsylvania. Doug, thank you for being here. Hope to see you at the home opener. I will try to be there, shipmate. Asylum is in the house from Kansas City. Long time. Dude, I haven't seen you in forever. I hope you're well. Asylum is here. Furpo is here. Raiders. Jimmy Furpo. Critique says it's McButthead and he's a clown. Sounds like Peyton's going to the Rams and Harbaugh is going to Denver. Okay. I can dig that. I don't think Harbaugh is all that in a biscuit. I think we can beat Jim Harbaugh. Sean Payton going to the Rams. He's in the NFC. Then that doesn't concern me. Yeah, Scott Kolpitz. I have former players on the show at a lot. I do. In fact, I should have. Let me see if I can get them on here. I do have several former players. Let me see if I can get them on here. 1 second. Let me see if I can dial. Okay. I'm texting his wife now. Yeah, because I have former players. If he's not busy. Okay, I'm texting his wife. And again, we're not on time tonight, but we're also not on the time limit tonight. Okay. Copy message text. Okay. I'm sending it to okay, let me see. Let me get the other. Okay. Okay. Now I'm sending it to his phone. Okay, I send it to his phone. So yeah, the answer is yes. There are former players that come on the show, Scott. So and people will tell you that. Ms. tearing through this thing we call. Oh, okay. Well, you take care of you, man. What better way to save your job is McDaniel signed Brady? Yeah, but I don't want him. I don't want him. I think it's a waste of $30 million. Hopefully it's Romanowski. I would love to have Romanowski on the show. I don't have his number there. Oh, okay. Darren Ray. Darren Ray is another Chiefs fan. Darren, I hope you're well. Darren's a good friend of mine. Darren was on the show before the game, and he is a cool Chiefs fan. Would rather face Harbaugh than Peyton as a coach. Really? Honestly, Darren? You would rather face Harbaugh? Oh, okay, yeah. Now, so, yeah, I get what you're saying. So he agrees with me. Sean Payton as a coach is scary. Jim Harbaugh, not so much. Okay, is the link up again? They need to hire Romanowski back for a broadcaster analyst gig. Not before they hire me. Not before they hire me. I firmly believe that they missed the boat in not hiring me. Hit the link. Hit the link tonight. We got 42 people in here, or 41 eyes, and that's between what we have on YouTube. I'm not sure how many we have on YouTube. Oh, we got 33 on YouTube. Like, share, please. It'd be great to have you on. Remember, if you are watching on Facebook, come over to YouTube. Let me put the wait. Let's see where's the banners. Okay, I can put this. Here you go. Here you go. If you're watching on Twitter, Facebook, come over to YouTube. So there's the banner. Come on in, Darren. If you're not busy, come on in. Bill can't speak French. They need you again. Hey, I know how to speak French. Le France with an accent. I can do it well. We both getting Brady's like getting a championship given to us if we get TV12, we get all those flags thrown our way? Yes. No. I don't. That's another reason why I don't want them. Bill can't speak French. They need you. Thank you. Jeff Arguello, thank you for being here as well. Cap, we got to get more games next season and a new head coach. No. You got to see, in my estimation, you got to see at least 2 years of McDaniels before you cut his ass loose. And that you also need to see 2 years of Graham before you cut him loose, right? Because he might not have all of the personnel. You need the personnel, and the defense doesn't have it. The offense, you need a quarterback that knows the system because it's a difficult system. That's why Stidham is there. Jacoby Brissett knows the system. And you need, obviously, a stud running back, which I think we're going to re-sign Josh. We're going to tag him and then re-sign him. And then you need that. We got one of the best receivers in Adams. We got one of the best tight ends if he stays healthy. And we got Darren Waller. Keegan, get your devices together. Keegan says devices not connected. Okay, connect your mic and cam. Okay, connect your mic and cam. I'm gonna bounce you, Keeg. Get your devices right because it says mic and camera need to be here. Okay, I'm gonna kick you. Get the thing squared away. Get the thing squared away. Jimmy Farrell is also here. Thank you for Jimmy Farrell. Hello to you. Remember, like, share. Put this out. It's uncensored. We will be having a Silver and Black Ladies Night when Heidi and Peggy can get things squared away. We'll have Silver and Black Ladies Night. Come on back. Chris Grimble. Wow, Chris, I haven't heard from you in a while. Oh, Darren, yes. Let's talk about the snow globe. How's that disrespectful? Y'all did a victory lap around Arrowhead. That is why this right. And I said that, Darren. I said that is an homage. Was a fuck you to the Raiders. It was great. It was classless. Just like, and I'm going to say this, just like Gruden's lap around Arrowhead was classless. It's still classless. It was classless. But it was an homage to Gruden. And Gruden's thing was classless. I want to beat Kansas City. I don't want any of the games. And Darren, I'm going to say this. Oh, yeah, it was fun. But when you got a holding penalty, and so you had no yards out of it. In fact, it was for negative yards. And, yeah, it was a fuck you to the Raiders. It was an Andy Reid, whichever Hunt is running the organization, fuck you to the Raiders. Okay. What happened with the manager at the hotel? I said Jimmy Farrell. She said it was a security issue. And if people were getting upset at me because I had the one whole corner to myself. So, and come on in, Darren. I'd love, folks, if you guys want to hear from Darren, who is a lifelong Kansas City fan, and the same player scored on the next play. I know that you were trying to say player. Yeah, but I tell you, it was hard for me to watch. Snow Globe way more disrespectful than Gruden interacting with the fans. I will agree with that too. I think that was because it was in front of everybody. It was way more. I agree with that, Darren. The Snow Globe was way more disrespectful than Gruden's interaction with the fans. I agree with that. And yeah, I did talk to the manager. We went out. Someone needs to tattoo a shield on Andy's face when he is sleeping. That's funny. I'd like to see that. Come into the show, because this show is uncensored. Keegan, hopefully Keegan will get his what do you call it? His camera. And you just got to get your camera and your audio synced up. And yeah, and this is one of the bad things, and this is true. Okay, sorry. 71 wins, 54 losses, and 2 ties. It's almost a 20-game lead. Was it 17 games ahead? 17 games ahead. That's a lot. Hey, there we go. There's my girl Angie. Angie, how you doing? Angie, I still hate the princess. Is it retirement time yet? Angie, can you tell him to retire? Angie is a Buccaneers fan, and out of respect, I will call her a Bucs fan. I normally call her a fake Pirates fan, but I respect Angie. Angie is an old school Buccaneers fan who can't stand Princess Tom Brady. If we do get a new quarterback, who do you want? That remains to be seen. Oh, it's uncensored. Then I will use all my F-bombs for that idiot. Well, you can. Come into the show, Angie, if you want. Hit the link, hit the link. And you all you guys and gals can come in the show. And Ruben's giving us a history lesson. You know, the Dallas Texans beat us 34-16 in 1960. Hear one fucking person say shit about Trask. I will, there you go. But you are my favorite Bucs girl. You are. But what is going on with and Trask? We're both Gators, but Trask doesn't look like. Yeah, I know. I've said his name. Oh, why did that comment didn't show up? I don't know why. Yeah, I don't say that. Okay. Hit the link. Come into the show. Yeah, F-bombs. I know. Hit the link, hit the show. I'm doing this because, again, we're an hour in. But, pardon me. And was it not Russell Wilson? Was it Wilbur Russell was in here, who's a Bengals fan? We had Ange, come in and talk about your Bucs. Come in and talk about your Bucs. So here's the other thing: the Raider season's over. But I want to hear from other people as well. I've heard some people say, "Oh, he sucks. Oh, this. Oh, that. How the fuck does the kid look like a big time player when he had to sit behind and learn under that idiot?" I agree, but he didn't look really good in the preseason. Is what I'm saying, Ange. He didn't really look good in the preseason. I saw that when I left to come over here, the Lightning were winning 3-1. John says a good question. Is Cleveland going to franchise tag Clowney? What would be a fair offer? Is he the pass rusher we need? We need a pass rusher. I don't know if Clowney is the pass rusher, but we do need a pass rusher because Chandler Jones did not do anything for the money we and I'm not going to say we wasted on him. Chandler had about 3 good games of the games he played, honestly. He had about 3 good games. But we need another pass rusher. I know I thought maybe Malcolm Kuntz was going to be that guy, but Malcolm Kuntz barely plays. Barely plays. Hey, Chris Park is here. You don't know how to get in live? Hit the link, Ange. Here. Ange, I'm going to put it up again. See the link where it says HTTPS StreamYard? That's how you get in. There you go. Positive Phillies coming in a minute, so we would get there. In case you were favored by 9.5 points against the Raiders, they whooped our ass. Chris Park is a Chiefs fan. Great Chiefs win. So I got a lot of. We've had Darren Ray, we've had Jefe, KC, and now we have Chris Park. Chris Park is a good person. Chris Park is a good. Oh, Bolts 163. Okay. And thank you, sir. And it was a great meeting between you and your wonderful, lovely wife, another Chiefs fan. We all sat in the same row together, so it was cool. Maybe Chris hit the link, Angie hit the link, somebody hit the link. Philly's in the house. I'm gonna put Philly in here. Philly, how you doing? What's going on, man?
How's it going?
Not well. I mean, it's bad that the Raiders are not in the playoffs, but I mean, that's the way it is.
It is what it is, Captain Jack. You don't go out there and play week after week. Say no, we're just fans. We have no control over what happens.
We don't have control. And love you as well, Valerie. Good to see you, Valerie.
Yeah,
Sabores
you guys definitely had a disappointing season for sure. But you got to look to the future at this point.
It was a hard year. Yeah, I mean, because and I think I saw the stat today. We were 7-2. Oh, Darren's coming in. Darren, just hold off for a little bit. My Chiefs fan here. Pause. I'm going to give you about 5. It's been a while. And then I'm going to get Darren in here, who is a Chiefs fan and a great guy. I'm going to get Darren in here as well. But we were 7-2 in one-score games last year. This year we were like 4-8.
Yeah.
Or no, it was worse. I think it was like 3-8.
All right.
In one-score games, and it was horrible.
Now let me ask you this, because it's been a few weeks since we've talked.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the benching Carr the last 2 weeks? Now, obviously, to me, that means he's not coming back next year.
No, he's not.
I don't know where he's going to play, but he doesn't come back. I don't see Adams coming back. I believe Jacobs' contract is up. Like, who do you think is going to be the Raiders quarterback in 2023?
Don't know who the Raiders quarterback is. That remains to be seen. Adams is coming back, and Adams is coming back hard. He wants to play. He's already said that. So he's dispelled all the rumors. Adams is a professional. He wants to play, and he will play with the Raiders because he was a Raiders fan.
Regardless of who's that quarterback?
He's a Raiders fan first. He's going to come back. He's going to come back. So that goes without saying. Jacobs is probably going to be franchise tagged or extended long term. So he'll be there. Now I want to ask you, how far does Philly go this year? Honestly, and objectively. Honestly, how far does Philly go this year?
I mean, listen, here's the thing. Everyone was saying before the season even started, Eagles had a great offseason. I can see this Eagles team being really good for the Super Bowl. We have the bye. I'm not saying we obviously have a shot. Do I see us going? I don't know. I can't say that right now. I think NFC Championship at best. I got to see, who we're playing, how we do, and then I can come by the road to the Super Bowl. But I don't know.
Okay.
Right now, I'm gonna say NFC Championship, maybe Super Bowl, but I don't know.
Okay. Hang on a second. I gotta send a link, another source to my buddy.
Now, there's been rumors that Brady might sign with the Raiders next year. If he doesn't, I don't think he's retiring. Would you?
Yeah, I mean, that's rumors, but it's one of those things where we'll see what happens. I mean, everybody thinks it's going to be Brady, but that's not necessarily true. I don't know. I say it is, when Princess says that, we really can't talk about it because we can't. We're not supposed to say his name. But yeah, it depends. It depends on what's going on.
Love it to them, man.
Go ahead, brother.
Would you draft the guy or no?
Would I what?
Would you take somebody in the draft?
Yeah, we're going to take somebody in the draft. Yeah.
Think you'll get a quarterback?
Somebody in the draft. I mean, but I don't think we're going to take somebody until I don't think it's going to be in the first round, and I think it would be stupid to take somebody in the first round because that is a waste of resources. Okay, that is a waste of resources because I think that they need to further work with whoever they draft, and like I said, I don't know who the quarterback's going to be, but they will draft a quarterback.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's
it's just
not going to be. He can't. He's not a starter.
Who?
I said it's not going to be Jared Stidham. That's for sure.
Well, until somebody comes in, it's going to be his job.
Yeah, we'll see. What about
Okay.
what about Rodgers? He looks like he might be done in Green Bay.
No. I'm telling you, we're not trading for A-Rod because you got to give up too much for him, and I don't want him, and they don't want him at the price. Not having it. Hey,
And
Philly, I'm gonna bring my buddy Darren Ray in here because
one more thing,
I wanna get him in here.
McDaniels is staying, right? You guys can't get rid of him.
No, McDaniels is going to go through 2 years, if not 3, because the contract. They're not going to pay these guys again and again and again. No, McDaniels is going to be our coach.
All right. Is it too early for your Super Bowl prediction, Captain Jack?
No, man, fuck. They don't. We haven't even played a fucking playoff game yet, and you want me to predict? I predict that the Super Bowl will be the AFC champ against the NFC champ, and I can guarantee you that that'll happen.
It'll be the Eagles, Captain Jack.
Okay, we'll see. Philly, you take care of yourself, brother. Peace, pal. Be well. All right, that's positive, Philly. I got. There you go. Okay, it is my pleasure. It is my pleasure. And Chris Park, just wait. It is my pleasure to bring in Darren Ray, Kansas City fan amongst Kansas City fans. Like Chris Park is also a Kansas City fan, and I met him on the flight. He's a great guy. Chris Park, this is my buddy Darren Ray. How you doing, Darren? Good to see you.
I'm doing all right. Been traveling for about 6 months around the West, loving it. And unfortunately, Captain Jack, not only a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but also a Seminole fan.
I know there was another reason I couldn't fucking stand you.
Hey. No, it's been great, and it's been a wonderful season. So here's the question I have for you. So, and it's a serious question. So the AFC went out and spent a bunch of money to go up with the Chiefs this year, and the Chiefs still won the title that they had. So what do they have to do? What has to happen to topple the Chiefs in the division? I mean, we're always going to have the Chargers that are always going to preseason. Everybody's full. Raiders are always be there. Denver brought in Russell Wilson. So what has to happen to topple the Chiefs in the AFC West?
Well, I thought, and by the way, welcome to KC Ringmaster, another Kansas. We got a lot of shitty Kansas City fans in here tonight.
No, we love you. We love you.
Well, I tell you, and KC Ringmaster is awesome. He's awesome as well. Chris Park is awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of Kansas City fans. Back to your question, Darren. I'm not poo-pooing the question. We need, when it's we, I say the royal we, the Raiders need to have first off, they need to be a consistent team, okay?
Yeah.
And like I said, last year we won those close games. This year we lost all those close games. And we got to be able to win convincingly, because when you all of these games, and even Max Crosby was saying, it's all these games are so close, and God dang it, and I'm not going to use the Lord's name in vain, so I did catch myself there. But can somebody please tell the NFL referees that you need to start calling holding penalties on every fucking person that plays Max Crosby? Because it sucks to watch play after play after play. It does. It sucks.
But the problem with holding is you can call it every. in the NFL.
Yeah,
So,
okay, I get the holding, but
Right.
when it's beyond holding, when you mug him, when you bear hug him, and you put a hand in and you have an arm around it, it's like fucking WWE shit, and they don't call it, Darren. That's what I'm saying about.
So, speaking of Max Crosby, what do you think about his Twitter account that just put up him and he put a Kansas City Chief in front of it, or a helmet, Kansas City Chiefs helmet in front of
Did not see that.
it? That was today. He put it up, like wanting to be in the head, wanting to be ready.
I don't think he wants to be a Kansas City Chief. I don't think so.
He might want to be.
No, I don't think so. I mean, let's put it this way. I talk with Vera, his mom, and I have never heard her even utter the words of that. Now, granted, he is from Texas or that area around Texas, so he is in the area. But I firmly believe that if Max wanted to be a Kansas City Chief, he wouldn't have signed that extension with the Raiders because he plays
That's true.
with all that heart. He plays with all that heart. He could have said, "No, I don't want to. I can get it. You know, I'll go to free agency." If Max wanted to do that, he would have done it and not signed it long term. I mean, honestly, if he wanted to say, "Oh, yeah, thanks for the contract, but yeah, no thanks. I'm good."
How he and are barking at each other in the games makes it an old time Raiders Chiefs rivalry.
Yeah, when he was headbutting Mahomes, that was fun.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Old time football.
Yeah, and hopefully because I'm coming in and out, or you're coming in and out. I apologize. I got rid of all of the extraneous things that are on. So I tried to clean up. What it was, and so hopefully the reception's better. Is that your mobile home, or are you in a home now?
No, so we have been traveling for 6 months, and now we're in an Airbnb.
Is it classified if we know where you're at?
No, it is not.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. So my buddy has been traveling, and he is doing what I want to do, which is travel and see the world. And Darren, I still haven't gotten my truck yet.
Got to get it done.
No, it's not me. It's in Tampa, and I can't get the fucking truck. It took 4 months to make. It's taken 5 months to go from Mexico to here, and it's sitting in Tampa, and I can't get it because it's got to go from the depot to the what do you call it, the dealer, and I can't fucking get it.
We were the same way. We got a Dodge van, ProMaster, and it was made in Turkey. Went to Mexico, came up, and it took 4 months, and we had to head back from Colorado to pick it up, and then go pick up our van or camper. Same thing. It's just crazy right now. Logistics going on.
Well, I got to ask, was it worth it when you finally got it?
It absolutely was. Had a great time. And the best part was, as a Chiefs fan, can't believe I'm going to say this. Best part was out in the Bay Area. We love San Francisco, Oakland, all that whole beautiful.
Okay.
It was awesome.
Are you going to head back this way anytime, or are you just going to keep gallivanting?
Yeah, no. So we're up by Gainesville right now. So we're up here. Kids, they're in college. We stay up here in this area, and then we're gonna head up the East Coast here.
You wearing that shit around Gainesville?
Yeah, out a little bit southwest towards or southeast towards Orlando.
Okay.
We're at. So
yeah,
but
and here one thing I want to get back to your Crosby things. Okay, Raider Man, who's my buddy Lane, says he loves being a Raider. That's true. Valerie says, hell no. He's got a Raider tattoo, but so does Josh Jacobs. And Chris Park, who is also a Chief fan that I met on the plane. And yeah, if he wanted to be a Chief, he could. He said, "Nah, I'm good." He loves being a Raider. He does.
All right, we'll see. So did Mark Allen.
Well, yeah, but see, Al pissed him off, and that's why he became a Chief. You know it, and I know it.
You're right.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out with this there, Darren. It's like Do the Chiefs represent the AFC? I'll just cut to the chase. Do the Chiefs represent the AFC, or does somebody knock them off?
It's between them and the Bengals, I think.
No, not even the Bills.
No, they're out of it. Josh Allen is not playing well right now.
Okay.
I know we all are us and all, but at the end of the day, and I think it's between the Bengals and the Chiefs.
Okay. You know if you don't go there, you're gonna have to call in and eat crow, right?
Oh, well, I will, but I'll also remember a phrase that you taught me, which is what?
Yes, I know it. What's that phrase, Darren?
When was the last time your team won a Super Bowl?
1984, motherfucker.
All right, brother. I'll leave you alone.
Darren, it's so great to see you, man. You take care of yourself. Don't be a stranger. And like I said, you're always welcome.
Will do. Talk to you later, Jay.
All right. Take care, shipmate. Be well.
All right. Love you, bro.
I love you as well, brother. That's my boy, Darren, Kansas City fan. Love him. John Marquez says the Bengals. Valerie says no. Sheila House Jones, good evening to you. Remember, share, get this out there. We're talking, if you're pissed off, and I got the link, and like I said, we had the Ringmaster, Casey Ringmaster. Thank you for coming. He was here for a little bit. Hopefully we'll get him back. Hit the link, like it, share it, get it up. Captain has no problem getting it up. I'm just saying that was just I said that just to make China blush. I said that just to make China blush. Cav has no problem getting it up. But please get up this link. And Valerie, maybe Valerie might have also blushed. I don't know. Valerie still says the Bills. John Marquez says the Bengals. We had a Bengals fan in here, Mr. Wilbur. Yeah, Chris Damarath. I think. Oh, there you go. Here's Ringmaster. Thank you. There. I think Carr's a good quarterback. You need a consistent head coach and coordinators. I agree with that a bit too, there, Ray. And that's one of the reasons why Andy Reid and the staff in Kansas City is so good, because they've been together for years. They know each other, and they keep building and building and building. And when they have like new people come in, it's like you're replacing parts on a Maserati. You're replacing parts on a Maserati. You got the right body type. You got the right vehicle. You just need to change out the parts. And that's one of the things that it was. Oh, and Ruben says they're doing this on purpose. No, I don't think so. And again, I hit the link, folks. Hit the link. Come on into the show. I'm going to be here for a while, as long as you come in here. Oh, and thank you, Ringmaster. Thank you. And Casey Ringmaster was in here a couple shows ago. By the way, I am on record stating that I will not go back to Kansas City unless I have Ringmaster with me, because I need top cover, because they made me take off all my shit. That sucked. Mike Sarah says Eagles versus Bills. Okay. Mike Sarah says Eagles. I don't know if the Eagles are going to get. I think maybe the Niners. I tell you, like I said, don't sleep on Jacksonville. John Marquez says 49ers Bengals, so another reprieved Super Bowl. Okay. I'm going to bring in my buddy Keegan, who finally got his stuff together. Keegan, how you doing, brother? Good to hear from you. Check one.
What's going on, man?
I'm good. Hey, do me a favor. Whatever you're listening to, turn down, because I'm going to hear doubles by what you're listening to, and there's like that 7-second delay. So I just want to hear from you.
All right, can you hear me pretty good?
Yeah, I hear you good.
I'm trying to get this camera going, man.
That's fine. I mean, audio's important, though.
Yeah, audio is important. You right about that.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think it says control.
Oh, I didn't do nothing. Keegan, I didn't do anything. Whatever you touched, it said device is not connected. Whatever you touched. Okay, good. You're back. Okay. Whatever you touched, it didn't like. Whatever you touched didn't like. Okay.
I guess it didn't, man.
Yeah. No. Don't do that. Just stay with me on audio, but because you can bitch your ass off, and we'll take that.
Yeah, I can do that, but I mean, there's a difference between feelings versus facts when when in this situation with the Raiders.
Yep. Talk to me about facts. Talk to me about facts.
Well, there's a lot of concern about Derek Carr. Many people are not too happy with him getting benched, but I think it was for the best because he was screwing up a lot with interceptions.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. Who are you? It's like, who the hell are you throwing to, man? Are you focused on who you're throwing to? Are you guys communicating down the field? What you're throwing one way, somebody throwing another. Somebody's running another. Excuse me, I meant to say that.
Yeah.
So you need to give a backup quarterback a chance.
I'm ready to give Stidham a chance because again, Rich Gannon. And I'm not saying that Jarrett Stidham is the second coming of a quarterback that was the player of the year. Okay, a couple years ago. Well, actually, about 20 years ago. But he was the player of the year. But Rich Gannon was a backup in Minnesota. He was a backup in Kansas City, and he comes to the Raiders, and he is the player of the year, right?
Right.
So, who's to say what Stidham can do with enough reps and enough time? We'll see.
I was pretty excited to see him. The most embarrassing game that I've seen out the Raiders this season was us when we played against the Chiefs.
First one, yes.
The first one. That was some Three Stooges type of madness to me, man. When Derek Carr tried to throw the ball to Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow at the same time, and they collided. I felt like I was watching a Disney cartoon, man.
Well, actually, from my vantage point, because I was first row, and I was looking at it like it was on the right, because I was looking at it to my right. And when they ran into each other, I thought they were like the defensive player had like pushed them or something. I didn't realize that they ran into each other. I didn't realize that. I said, well, where's the flag? Where's the flag? It's got to be a flag. I didn't know from the TV vantage point that they ran into each other. So I was like,
some of us are looking at it, from our homes, man, on the television. We're not seeing from what the fans seen in the stadium. It was just the camera angles. It's like, what the hell is going on here? Like what kind of, like I said, it looked like it looked like I was watching Three Stooges. That's what it seemed like I was watching. So as far as Derek Carr, a lot of people still a fan of the guy. They still got hope in him. To be honest with you, I don't. It's taking you 9 years for what, man? What's the problem? What's the holdup? You need to stop worrying about your football footage, and then you need to start looking at your opponents. You need your main opponent. Your main threat is Patrick Mahomes. Okay, in our division, you need to do what you got to do to get better than he is. Because Patrick Mahomes has Super Bowl trophies. You don't. So you gotta learn from people like him, man. If not, I don't know what to tell you. But it's taking you 9 years to get to the playoffs. That's unacceptable, man. That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
People can still be a fan of his. You can still wear his jersey, have your bobblehead on your dashboard, whatever. But he's just not entertaining to me anymore.
I'm doing bobblehead for you can't see it. I don't know, but I'm bobbling my head like a bobblehead. So
yeah, you can pretty much see it. The thing with Josh Jacobs, I have a lot of respect for Josh Jacobs.
I do too.
He's tired. He's fed up. We fed up. We don't see no positive results. You know, like you said, we out here busting our asses, dealing with a lot of bullshit. It is what it is. He wanted to say more, but he was trying to bite his tongue more than what he was saying in that interview that he put out. You know, you can't keep using Josh Jacobs, man, because Josh Jacobs is human like everybody else. You're going to use that man to where he's going to be on the IR list for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to find an alternative to Josh Jacobs.
Well, okay, so I actually think that with the drafting of Zamir White, they actually have somebody that can spell Jacobs, and I would like to see them re-sign Jacobs if they do franchise him at that $10 million, that they use him but don't use him up. And there's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Use him competitively, but you spell him more to keep him fresh. Excuse me. Keep him fresher for the game. And use Zamir White more often.
Right.
And I think that ultimately will be what's going on because, again, in the New England system, it's running back by committee.
Right.
And they need to use up Keegan. I don't know. Okay, there you came back. Okay. I didn't do that. Keegan
I know.
Okay. But it's RBC, running back by committee. And China, I'm going to get you on in just a little bit after Keegan's going to give me his final thoughts on this as well.
Yeah,
But
I'm going to be real quick.
We need to be smart with Jacobs and the running back staff. And Jacobs wants to be here. He does.
He does. But, you know, Jacobs is just one man. It takes one team. It takes, you know, that fist to make a punch, not individual fingers. So Jacob is kind of – he's on my radar. Like, is he going to leave the Raiders? Is he going to stay? I mean, we're going to see. People say, oh, he's going to stay. You know, time will tell. He may change his mind at the last minute. Who knows? I hope we don't lose him. But business is business.
Yeah.
Let me get on the topic of Josh McDaniels. Clown. Just to me, he's a clown. He's a poser. I'm not really excited for the guy. I wish we could have kept Rich Bisaccia. I wanted to see more out of Rich Bisaccia, but I don't know what Mark Davis is thinking. We all don't, but. You know, Devontae Adams, he's phenomenal on the field. Love watching him play. I can see his disappointment as far as, you know, Derek Carr not being on the field. You know, he came to the Raiders because of Derek Carr. They need to build their chemistry up more and build their, their communication up more. Hunter Renfrow, same thing. Max Crosby had a good year. Doing his thing. Congratulations to him. I hope he doesn't go to another team, especially having a Raider logo on his.
He's signed for at least another 2 or 3 years there, Key.
Oh, who?
Crosby.
Good. Then it's official. It's official.
Yeah.
So on my last topic, I know somebody else wants to chime in. I don't want to hog up your stream here.
No, you're good.
I want to talk about Vegas Ralph.
Yes, go with Vegas Ralph. That'll be your out the doors.
This is going to be my outro, and I hope he's listening. I hope somebody can, share this. I hope it gets to him. I've taken pictures with Vegas Ralph before, right around my birthday. I took a picture, in the back of his Mercedes Benz when I was out there in Vegas. Me and him was just posing and, having fun. And, I got to meet the man. His son was born on the same day as when I was born, which was a blessing. Mm-hmm. The thing with Vegas Ralph, that was messed up that they kicked him out for an unprofane message. I mean, when he got the sign that says "We deserve better," you gonna kick a man out because he was, he's right. I mean, he didn't say anything profane. When he had the other sign, Bench McDaniels. I mean, there's nothing profane about that. The truth hurts. but yet you kicked this man out of the stadium. So what's that say for future Raider fans? Now I kind of lied a little bit. I mean, I'm on the topic of Vegas Ralph, but you know, I'm looking at the vibe and the comfort level with Raider fans at the Allegiant Stadium. A lot of people just don't seem that comfortable, and doesn't seem like that's home. That's a house for the Raiders, but it doesn't seem like home like we were in Oakland.
Well, it's not going to be. It's not going to be Oakland.
Totally different.
It's not going to be Oakland until such a time that there is a product on the field that Raider fans won't sell their tickets for because they'll want to see the Raiders win. But you got to get a good product on the field, or they're going to do what they did this year, and they're going to sell their tickets.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty embarrassing too. But you know what? People might need some last minute Christmas money, New Year's Eve, I don't know, holiday money as I want to call it. Yeah. I've never seen so many red jerseys in my life. That was an embarrassment at Allegiant Stadium. Looking at that on the television, that was highly embarrassing when I seen all those Niner jerseys and seen all those Chief jerseys. That should not have happened. So now it's come to question: do we need to reevaluate the term Raider Nation? That's still questionable to me. You know, when you got that many jerseys in our stadium, I can see us packing out the Charger stadium at that time when the Chargers offense couldn't focus on their plays, and the Raider fans was distracting that. Okay, cool. We blackened out the stadium that one year, but to damn near red out our stadium the way how it was, that's embarrassing, man.
It is.
So, like I said, I was leaving out with that. I support Vegas Ralph and what he did. It wasn't profane. That just letting us know what kind of people we have, you know, that got our back and don't have our back.
Right. No, I agree with the sentiment, and I'm going to let you go so I can get China on. But
right.
I agree with the sentiment. We as Raider fans do deserve better.
We deserve better
because we pay all of this money for a franchise that we love. It's not that we like it or it's like it's it's part of our lives. You know how important it is to me.
Yes, I do.
And for me to go out there and to be embarrassed like that,
walking around with your head down.
Personally,
it's like, you know, Jack. And let's leave it on this before we get off. It's like I look at you on TV, I look at everybody else on TV, and it's like, okay, we win, we have a good time, but when we lose, we're kind of walking out the stadium with our head down. It's like, okay, we spent all this money to fly out to Vegas. Now what? Where's there to go to turn up? Where's there to go to have fun? I'm not spending thousands of dollars to be bored or to be disappointed. I want to be entertained, and that's not what the case is now these days, or what it seemed to be.
Well, like I said, it is a destination city.
Yeah,
it will always be, even when the Raiders will get better, and I say will, because I'm assuming they will. Even when the Raiders get better, there will be at least 30% of the fans are going to be for the other team, at least.
Well, yeah. So, but anyway, I just want to leave off on that note. I'll let the other person chime in, and I'll continue watching the show. And I thank you for having me on your show. And like I said, I try to keep it PG for your show. Although you say
no, we're uncensored tonight. You can say fuck on this one.
Well, maybe next time.
I appreciate you keeping it PG though.
Yeah, I try to do. I probably lash out next time, depending on what the topic's gonna be. But anyway, like I said, man, thank you for having me on your show, and I'm gonna keep on watching. And God bless you, man.
Bless you as well, Key. It's been too long, man. I hope to see you soon, brother.
Likewise. All right.
You take care. All right, that's Key. And so we go, and Key was a sailor just like me. So we go from two sailors to a sailor and a hooah. How you doing there, Miss China? What's going on with you tonight?
Well, everything I hear was pretty much right, because number one, Derek Carr, what the hell was he thinking? I was literally yelling at the TV at my grandfather's house while I was down in Houston for Christmas. I tried not to cuss over there at his house, but didn't have no choice. We do need to keep Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Max Crosby.
He's already under contract. He's not going anywhere. Max Crosby and Devontae Adams are not going anywhere. Yeah.
He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Jared Stidham, I actually like him, but he needs to improve more.
Well, but he hasn't had the opportunity yet.
Yeah, that's well.
Give him the opportunity. I mean, he played lights out against the Niners, and had he not been pushed, had Colton Miller not been pushed back into him, and Mike Sarah, it was a fucking touchdown. I'm going to say it again and again and again. That ball was going to Adams, and it was a touchdown. It was a touchdown. But it was a duck, and then instead, it was a pick.
Yeah.
It was practically a pick six, because the next play after the next play, it was the winning field goal. But no, I mean,
the Zebras again.
Well, I mean, the Zebras, and I also was going with Vegas Ralph on this, where he said, well, the 98-yard drive that Baker made. I said, yeah, 98-yard drive, and it was a safety when they held Max Crosby in the end zone, and they didn't call that. And they held Max Crosby on two of the long plays, including the touchdown. Excuse me, including the touchdown that won the game. Max Crosby was fucking mugged, and they didn't call it.
Thank you for saying that. I saw the same thing. I thought I was the only one that saw the same thing. Saw the holding calls, the non-holding calls on Max Crosby.
Yeah.
But the last two games we just had, I've never been so fucking embarrassed in my entire life. I've never seen that many fucking red jersey.
Mm-hmm. I did last year too.
Yeah, that's true. But us as Raider fans, we need to do better. We need to pack the house. Do not let any of these fans, these other opponents, take over.
Well, I mean, honestly, China, I mean, how are you going to prevent somebody from buying your tickets when you don't know who's buying your tickets if you put your ticket up?
Well,
you don't know.
Yeah, you really don't. You're right.
So if I want to sell my ticket because I need money, and I spend a lot of money on the PSLs and the tickets, and I need to make some quick bucks, and I put the money and I put the tickets up on Ticketmaster, which to me is obviously because I have I'm going to put it on Ticketmaster. That's where my tickets are. Okay. Right. I have no clue who is going to buy the ticket.
That makes sense. Okay. I understand what you're saying. The last time. Okay, I understand. One of the games that was literally embarrassing to watch was the Chiefs game. Mm-hmm. But in person, and I'm telling you this right now, me, Danny, and Dakota were at this game. It was the Saints. It was a freaking Saints game.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was the only game this year that the Raiders did not even participate. That was the worst game all year.
Yep, exactly. I was totally embarrassed, but I actually stayed. So I didn't. I actually stayed till the end of the fourth quarter, and it was not only that, we had a good time. I didn't drink, thankfully, even though the team made me drink. My time to go all out. Mm-hmm. We need to do a lot better than we are now. We're picking number 7 in the first round. So we don't know. I hear we might be picking up CJ Stroud or probably Max Duggan. from TCU.
No,
They got
I disagree. I disagree. You don't need a quarterback in the first round.
Yeah,
You
makes
don't
sense.
need a quarterback in the first round. You can pick up a quarterback in the third round or the fourth round. You need defense in the first round. And by the way, if somebody who you want at number 7 isn't there, and somebody wants to come up to 7, then you get 2 picks for it or 3 picks for them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Ed, hopefully, Ed, I will call you after this, Ed. I see you're about ready to bulk. So Ed, be ready. I want to talk to Ed. And thank you for being here. But if the guy you want is not there at 7, and somebody wants to jump to get the 7, then you get that pick that you're getting plus a pick or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is quality in this draft. There is a lot of quality in this draft. You don't need a quarterback at number 7.
No, you really don't. I mean, like you said, we need more bodies on defense. Max Crosby can't do everything on his own.
Right.
I mean, as much as a beast he is, he does not need to. He can't be doing everything by himself. I mean, the wrong Chandler Jones, he's all right, but we just need we need somebody who's powerful on defense.
Mm-hmm.
And then offense. So right now I'm thinking, how would you feel since the Cardinals are getting ready, they're looking at trading DeAndre Hopkins. I was gonna say, how would y'all feel if he was wearing a silver and black uniform?
Depends on who the quarterback was that was throwing them the ball.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it also depends. I mean, ultimately, and I'll even go one better, China. It depends upon who the fucking right tackle, right guard, and center are.
Good point. Yeah, you're right.
If we improve those positions, the center, because I think that they said that they're going to push Parham to center. I think is what the plan is.
Mm-hmm.
If they push Parham to center, is DeAndre James going to become a guard? I don't know. Would he be a good backup? Of course he'd be a good backup because he's already been the starting center for several years.
Right.
So it would definitely be a good backup, but we need another high quality starting guard. Okay.
Right.
And I think that Mumford is that right. I really do. I think that Mumford is that right tackle. And Miller is that very, very good. And I didn't say great, but very good left tackle. Okay. And had it not been for, like I said, Bosa pushing him in, we would have won the game. Mike Sarah says you cannot guarantee that was a touchdown. That's true, Mike. That is true.
Here we go.
You can't guarantee, but you know what? He beat his coverage on that play. That is a fucking fact. He beat the coverage. And I was looking by the parabolic portion of that pass. In my estimation, because Adams is not going to drop it. If it's anywhere near where it should be, Adams is going to catch the ball and it's going to be a touchdown. And even if it's not a touchdown, it's a long game.
But like I said, how would you feel if you want to see DeAndre Hopkins as a Raider?
Oh, I wouldn't mind D-Hop as a Raider. I'd be him and Adams together would be one of the best 2 wide receiver combos in the game.
Because as much as I've seen him with the Texans, he's good.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, Mr. One-Handed Catch, whose hand is about as big as my head, but that's beside the point. But my biggest concern is, as far as quarterback-wise, you got 2, like I think we discussed this last time. You have 2 quarterbacks. You got QB1, QB2. If those 2 are injured, who's going to be backup? Who's going to be your third string?
But that remains to be seen. We don't know who QB1 and QB2 are.
Well, that too, yeah, but that's true.
We don't know who that is because, like I said, right now, to me, QB1 right now it's Jarrett Stidham when he gets re-signed. Right now,
right.
QB1 is Jarrett Stidham. I hope that it's not Brady. I hope it's not Brady, but if that guy comes in, then he's QB1 and Stidham is QB2. But what I would like to see is QB1 and 1A is Jarrett Stidham and Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what I would say. And then you got Chase Garbers and a draft pick that are all, those are 4 guys fighting for the number 1, number 2, and number 3 spots because one of them ain't going to be there. We're going to have 3 at most. But that's what it is. I don't want Brady as the quarterback. I definitely don't want Rodgers as the quarterback. And I really would rather not have Garoppolo. But if you give me those choices, I'll take Garoppolo. I will. Because I'll take Garoppolo with Stidham as the backup because at least Garoppolo has the most upside or the best of the for the age, Garoppolo would be the better fit. But you're paying a lot of money for those guys, and I would rather spend it on defense. Yeah. That's just me.
If that chili bowl haircut looking motherfucking owner of ours would get his head out of that, we can probably pick up more defense. We can probably pick up more. We can probably pick up more guys on the D line.
Mm-hmm.
But only thing he gives a shit about is, oh, let's go ahead and fork over more money for who knows. I don't know. Say for example, I don't want to say it, Josh McDaniels. But
well, I'm willing, and again because I'm actually patient. Even when I got mad the other day, I was mad for a reason, but I was talked into continuing with the show because I can keep it under wraps, and I'm patient with McDaniels. Right. I want to see him go through year 2, and we will see what we have after that. Because if he gets to year 3, then it's deserved. If he sucks, then he will be gone.
Right. Well, like Lovie Smith has got canned already back on Sunday after the Texans won. But I don't know, Jack. It's on the up and up. Letting y'all know I will be in Miami next season.
Well, I will probably be there, but I'll be very honest. I'm sick of Miami.
Oh, okay. Enough said on that. Okay, my
bad. I will be there most likely because people expect me to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And unless something really unforeseen happens, I will be in Miami.
Okay.
But I'm not going to enjoy it because I don't like Miami. I don't like the stadium. I don't like the fans. I don't like the experience.
Mm-hmm.
And unless the team gets a lot better, I don't like going to Miami and losing. I hate that most of all.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is that the fan base there, like I said, they literally trashed my vehicle the last time I was there because I parked it up front in the handicap spot, and there was a garbage can near there, and they threw all the garbage on the vehicle, and we had like cockroaches and water bugs going in and out of the car until we bombed it. It was just nasty, and that's one of the reasons why I can't really stand Miami. But we'll see.
Right?
Maybe there's a way that I can get all my gear down on the motorcycle. Then I might ride my Harley down there. Then at least might.
Oh shit!
But it also depends on if it's going to be raining or not. I don't know.
That makes sense. Yeah, I was about to say, we're going to be dealing with hurricanes or whatever.
Yeah. But China, thank you for coming in.
You're welcome.
Okay, I love you as well, honey. You take care of yourself, and thanks for being here and get this shared up because we're talking, and we're lamenting. We're having a group session so we get through this.
Yeah, in other words, a bitch session now. Shit, it's the ultimate bitch session season.
But we're here for it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
best of Danny and best of Dakota.
I enjoy I will let them know. I'm actually sitting in my parking, sitting in my driveway right now.
Yeah. Well, I was in the airport parking lot for an hour and a half last night on Thor's show because I didn't want to just go and drive.
Right.
So I was an hour and a half late from coming home.
Oh, I know. Well, I was out shopping, so that's beside the point.
Yeah.
But knowing my luck. But yeah, we just need a lot of improvement.
We'll get there.
We gotta,
there. Oh, and speaking of the devil, Thor is here. See, I was talking about an hour and a half on Thor's show, and there he is, right on cue. Raider Nation Drinking Club, aka Thor, and it was a pleasure to do Thor's show because we had Thor and we had Vegas Ralph on that.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Vegas Ralph, he had every right to do what he did. But I don't know what type of bullshit that was. Why did they think? Why did the what they call them, the security guards think it was not right for him to do that?
They were told by Mark Davis to get rid of the sign, and Mark Davis basically has. I mean, you have the right to say what you want. You do. Mm-hmm. It is a constitutional right, but Mark Davis is like the head bartender. I have the right to refuse service to anyone, and he does.
True.
So that's just the way it is.
See, he's gonna be losing some fans doing that. So we're out trying to have a good time.
Yeah.
I've never been to Allegiant yet. I've never been to Allegiant Stadium. But
Joe said that the Mafia is going to destroy Miami. Thank you there, Joe. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I got Buffalo in the house. Says Buffalo Joe is here. The Bills Mafia will destroy Miami. It's not mommy. You know, mommy is somebody I will destroy in my own way. But Miami, I know what he meant. Okay.
Oh, don't worry. I can already see some tables breaking right about now.
Okay. Yeah, breaking tables.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, you take care, honey.
I will. Bye.
We'll see China on the next show as well whenever we have it. And remember, come in for the ladies when they do have their breakdown of the season when we do Silver and Black Ladies Night.
Okay, I can do that.
All right. Take care, hon.
All right.
All right. That's Raiderette China. Always good to have her. And Joe, great to have you as well. Thor, you can come in. Joe, she's married. She is cute, but she's married. She's married to a, and I will put this up so that people can see it. She is very cute, nice looking gal, but she's married to a, get this, her husband is Navy like me, but he's a Dolphins and a Broncos fan. He's Dolphins and a Broncos fan. So he's kind of like schizophrenic like that. Oh, can't do it tonight. Okay, yeah, well, Thor, thank you. I hope, tell Miss Melissa I said hello and give her a shout and a hug from me. Joe, I think the Bills, I think it's going to be, I'm on record saying that we're going to get to Ruben in a minute. I'm on record saying that the Bills, the Bengals, or the Jaguars will represent the AFC. And if they don't, then it's going to be the Chiefs. That's the easy one. But I think Bills, Bengals, or even the Jaguars, I think are the top three teams as far as when you look at their team. But obviously, you can't diss the Chiefs until they're out of it. Oh, and Sheila, who is China, says to Joe, thanks. That's what my husband tells me that she's cute. If they get healthy, they are unstoppable. Who, Matt? Who? Which team? Bills? We'll see. All right, we're going to bring Ruben in. Yeah, can you borrow Crosby? We'll see. Ruben, we are uncensored.
Yeah, and I put my comment down there once you said that.
If you're doing the holding pattern, We're going to land a plane eventually. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep thoughts consistent and going. Keep thoughts consistent and going. Go ahead.
Got it.
Go.
Okay. First of all, you guys bought those tickets. As far as I'm concerned, you guys can do whatever the hell you want with those tickets, because when I look at it this way, and I saw how he said he was embarrassed about seeing too much red. Well, isn't that what you did to the fans, Mark Davis? You took them out of Oakland, put them in Las Vegas because you didn't give a shit about us. That was your way of telling us, fuck you. So when somebody asked you were dividing the nation, you said you didn't care. So now I think he's caring. And if I bought tickets, which I didn't do, because I didn't support the move, yeah, we got a nice stadium in the wrong fucking town, in the wrong fucking state, in the wrong fucking city. This is what you get, Mark. And I hope he sees this shit, because I'll tell him this to his face. You fucked up. And the problem with the Raiders, we don't pay nobody. So do I expect Josh? Do I expect Jacob back with us? Probably not. I hope they don't, because you see, I still got his jersey right here on my couch. I've been wearing it because you got the number one rushing running back in the league. Now, Adams was number 3. Now, you don't put that kid in there. He's number 1, right? Because Gar gets him the ball. But you didn't want to risk him getting hurt because you didn't want to pay all that money. See, I got a problem with the way.
Wait a second. Honestly, I agree with that as well. If you know you're not going to have this guy on your team next year, if you already know that, you take him out of the building, you take him out of the premises, you don't even have him anywhere near the parking lot, because if he falls and trips, you owe him $40 million. I agree with that. It was messy the way it was done. It was messy.
The minute
with what was done.
Yeah, the minute McDonald's put ink to paper, he knew he didn't want Carr, okay? Let's get that out of the way. I'll tell you this much, okay? This is what I told a friend of mine. McDaniels can't coach. You know why he can't coach? It's like a teacher who teaches, I don't know, 6th grade, and everybody flunks. And then you come back next year and you have all the same students. You're not teaching because they already know the material. He doesn't want to coach. He can't coach. So he wants guys in his systems that already know his playbook, like Brady and whoever else he can bring along. So in order to do that, he has to prove something to the league. Because the first time, he wasn't able to prove that he was worthy of coaching in Denver. So you got to get rid of everybody, okay? That means Carr to everybody. So you're bringing your own people. Now,
I will say
when people say his playbook is kind of complex.
Ruben, wait a second. I want to at least try to get
go ahead.
Edgewise. Okay. He did coach Mac Jones, who was a rookie, and they made the playoffs.
Okay.
Because they had a defense. Now, obviously, one goes with the other. But
yeah.
Mac Jones was a rookie, and he coached them well enough for them to make the playoffs.
He's like Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? That's ancient history. We're talking about now. He set a record.
Wait, no. That's unfair. That's unfair.
Well,
that's unfair. That
5 losses, Captain?
That was last year.
Okay, 5 losses, though. He wasn't with us, though. He was in New England. 5 losses with a league of 20-plus points or more, and you lose all 5 games? The Detroit Lions has never done that in franchise history. I looked it up.
Okay, I got.
We suck. We're setting records.
Okay, well.
And we're setting all the wrong ones.
Let me ask a fucking question, though.
Go ahead.
Was he on the field when that happened?
Who, McDaniels?
Yeah.
Oh.
On the field.
We all know he ain't.
Right.
And these coaches nowadays, they don't coach like Madden coach or Flores. They got too much of the ego. They think everything they call is always right. And I got to tell you, Captain, I'm watching the TV. The stuff that they call is predictable, and it ain't always right. They should listen to the players once in a while. Let a quarterback call a play once in a while. Your system, okay, we understand. You put it out there. Everybody's supposed to follow it. But what about when it doesn't work? What about when they go in the locker room, they come out for the third quarter, and they don't change nothing?
The only person that will be able to do, actually 2 people, the only 2 people that will be able to do that is Jimmy Garoppolo and Tom fucking Brady.
Oh, okay. So Carr was in a system for 9 years with 6 different coaches, and you're going to sit and tell me he doesn't know how to audible? He probably audibles and can know more playbooks than any quarterback ever played the game.
You know what, Ruben? If you don't at least allow me to say something in return, please, okay?
Well,
If the coach says X, and that's the boss, if you don't like your boss at work, do you show him up and do shit that's wrong? Honestly, let's put this in wise.
You got a point there, Captain.
If your boss at work says you need to do this, and this, and you say, I'm not going to do it, are you unemployed eventually? Yeah.
Well, this is the reason why every job I ever had in my life, within the first week, I knew if I was going to be there long term or not. And most of my jobs, not all of them, within the first week, I knew it was time to get the hell on. That's why I don't have a boss. I work for myself.
Okay.
Fuck having a boss when you know you can do more with your life than what you're doing.
Aberration, Ruben.
Well, I know. I understand the players have to do what they have to do, or they get benched, or they get cut, or they get put on a shelf until they either trade you, displace you, or whatever the hell they're going to do with you.
I like what Matt Marinovich says with Stuart Schwager. It says wins and losses are more than half. 65% is on player execution. And I agree with that.
Okay, I got an argument with that.
I agree with that.
I know one thing. McDaniels were in overtime. Okay, I'm kind of glad in the way they didn't beat the Niners, but I understand what he was trying to do. He tried to get a big play all right away. You had all of overtime. And you're right. If he doesn't get hit in the back, Adam catches that ball. But that didn't happen. So why don't you work the clock a little bit? You're able to move the ball against that defense. But see, this is the problem with him being a coach.
Just said it, though. Had the one thing not occurred, it was a long gain, if not a touchdown.
Okay.
Wait, if you were setting up that play all game, because you knew it was going to work, or you said you've had it before and they went to another, they did a check down, or that was the other thing, but they were setting it up. Kind of like what they did in Denver, because they set up that play. It was the same play twice that Devontae Adams scored on the Broncos.
Yeah.
It was the same fucking play twice. And they set it up, and it worked each time because they knew that the defense was going to react in a certain way, and Adams got the first touchdown. And you know it was a touchdown when fucking Mac Hollins has his hands up, and the ball isn't even out of Carr's hands yet. Mac Hollins has his hands up for a touchdown because he knows, based on formation and based on what the routes that are running, it's a touchdown. He knew it. In my estimation, and Mike, Sarah, if he was not, if Colton Miller had not been pushed back into him, in my estimation, we won't know, we won't ever know, but in my estimation, that's a touchdown, that's a game winner. Okay,
but let's put this, okay? We've seen McDaniels coach all year, okay? We went undefeated in preseason. Okay, that's preseason. That didn't mean nothing to me. Let's duplicate that. Let's repeat that in the first 4 weeks. He couldn't do that. And you know why? I'll tell you why. McDaniels not the type of coach that is aggressive. This is like Gruden all over again to a certain point. Now, I understand he's an offensive coordinator. He's great. He was great with Brady. He was great in New England. But that was then. This is now. And your resume doesn't help you when those guys take the field. Either you got it or you don't. Because I remember when I saw Madden and Flores coach, they didn't have a big chart with 100 plays right in front of them. These guys got stuff written down, and they still can't get it right. Are they that stupid, that incompetent? I mean, is football that difficult nowadays that they can't call a play? When we're over there watching it, and I don't write none of this down, I'm seeing what he's calling. I'm calling the plays before it even happening. Don't believe me? Reach out to my buddy Jeff Beacon from New York. I was calling the last 6 plays of that game against the Niners, and every single one that happened.
I know Jeff Beacon.
Yeah, he was texting me. I can put up our texts. He was tripping out because I was calling. Everything was happening in the last 6 plays. I even told him there was going to be one more interception. I didn't say it was going to be in regulation or it was going to be in overtime. I said there's going to be one more turnover. You watch and see. And sure enough, I was right. I wish I was wrong. I wish we would have won that game. But it didn't happen.
Wait a second. I'm talking about if you can call the play quickly and text it before the play actually happens.
Yes, I was doing that.
want to see that.
Oh, you'll see it because he was tripping out. He called me all the way from New York. Okay, he called me to tell me he was tripping out of what was going on.
I mean, I'm not saying that you didn't do it, because a lot of times I can as well.
I know. I wasn't even mad when we went in overtime. We were behind, Captain. It was entertaining. Okay, I knew my team wasn't going anywhere. It would have been nice for them to win, but then also somebody also said too. You see, in a way, it's kind of good we lost. Why? Because he would have won that game. He would have said, "See, there goes the difference right there. See, we won the game because Carr wasn't in the game." No, Carr wasn't in the game. We still lost. So changing the quarterback didn't do nothing but make sure that they don't have to pay him some $40 million because they know for a fact now he's not getting hurt. And they got 3 days to do something with him after the Super Bowl.
You're butthurt that Derek Carr is gone.
Nah, I'm not. But they did it because why? This is the way of getting rid of him. When in the beginning of the season, if he's any kind of a man, why don't you just say that when you got the job?
The point is that you're ultimately, you won't say it because you're butthurt that Derek Carr is gone. He's gone. And
what I'm pissed off about is that you're going to blame him, and people will say, oh, he ain't the scapegoat. Okay, then if he ain't, who is? Because I know it starts from the top. I know Josh McDaniel has to take that podium and say what he said, but I also know Mark is the one that gave the okay for this, because Mark could have said, look, I hired you. You might be the coach, but you're not benching my quarterback. So Mark wanted him gone too. Mark don't know nothing about football. He's been there, since he took over, because his mom said, here's the keys. Go ahead. Run this business the best you can. Your father knew how to run it. You just think you know how to do. Or else he'd be the general manager.
Well,
this is the problem as us fans we got to deal with, because until either he changes something in the culture, which he starts making better decisions, or they sell the team.
Ruben, don't make me mute you, okay? Give me your last bitch, one best last bitch before you go.
Okay, on our team, or who's going to win the Super Bowl?
No, on our team. This is get your bitches out. Give me your best last bitch, and then we'll go.
Okay, we all know the Raiders don't like to pay anybody. They better keep everybody they got now, minus whoever they're going to get rid of. Jacobs better stay with us. I hate to see him be at Kansas City Chiefs, okay, or for any team other than us. I know this much, okay. They need to do that. They're going to have to pay him. I don't want Brady here, like you said. Okay, I know if he comes over, it's a Hollywood script. We're going to go to the playoffs. We're going to win. They're going to draft a quarterback and have him tutelage him for the next 2 years or whatever, okay? That's going to happen. Rodgers, no. They got too much stuff going on in Green Bay. He ain't coming. They've been putting stuff up, memes and whatnot. That's a dream. Okay, that ain't happening.
They have to pay too much for Rodgers. That's
not
happening.
But they think that Rodgers and Adams are going to reunite. I was going to put something up to say this is so ridiculous.
Pay Rodgers too much to get him gone.
Yes.
For people that say that, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll show you the picture they put together. The composite.
You have to pay too much for Aaron Rodgers for him to be the quarterback. Aaron Rodgers will not be the quarterback. Brady might because he's a free agent.
We got the 7th.
Might because he's a free agent.
Yeah.
That's the point right there.
We got the 7th pick in the draft.
You need to
and Chicago has the 1st pick. I put it up, and somebody said that Chicago will trade that draft pick away. Well, if they do, I hope they trade it to us, because we need guys on defense. And I want somebody who's a corner or a safety that's above 6 feet. I'm tired of having these guys on the corner that are short. I want somebody tall like Randy Moss. We haven't had a good corner or good guy on defense since we had Woodson or old man Willie Brown. And that's a fact. Name one guy who was a shutdown corner that we had on our team. Hobbs good, but Hobbs don't know how to tackle. He's scared to hit guys.
Mike Haynes was a tall, great cornerback that we had.
Yeah. But look at the drought that we've had. And we just squandered our draft picks. Ridiculously, wasted them.
That's history.
Let's not repeat history.
That's history, and we need to move on from that. Okay?
Yeah.
We need to move on from that.
Say you're in the booth, Captain. Who are you going to pick? Who are your first 3 picks going to be?
I don't know.
Would you pick offense or you pick defense?
People ask me who. I don't know who but I'm picking defense, and then in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
there is a quarterback that is worthy, I'll take a quarterback.
Okay. On me on defense, I'd pick a corner and either safety or a middle linebacker. Okay. I don't know if you would do that, but
I'm not picking a safety in round 2.
no.
Honestly, I'm picking a defensive tackle or defensive end at number 7.
Okay.
Matt Marinovich says Joey Porter, maybe Joey Porter. But honestly, what I would do is if the best defensive tackle or defensive end that you want is not there at 7, I would trade 7 back and pick up another pick because Joey Porter might be there, and he still might be there if you move back a couple picks to get him.
Are we going to be in every round of the draft pick, or we're going to have some rounds where we're not in?
I think that we're in every round, or if we're not in every round, we have a bunch of picks to make up for the fact we're not in every round. Because I think right now we have 11 picks plus what they are projecting to be 2 compensatory picks. So I think we're going to have 13 picks. You're
drafting a quarterback. You're going to draft one in the 3rd round.
If there's a quarterback that is worthy of a 3rd round pick, I will take him in round 3, or I will take him in round 4. I don't want a quarterback in round 1. I don't want a quarterback in round 2.
Okay, we don't get Brady, and that's what the writing's all over the wall. Who do you think is going to be our quarterback if it's not him? Because that's what they're talking about lately.
Well, if it's not Brady, okay. Like I
Garoppolo?
said, I think, but this is only me. If it was me, I would re-sign Stidham and Jacoby Brissett and play him for the year. And I would take a quarterback in round 3 or 4, and I would get basically all defense, but I would also get another tackle and another guard. And oh, by the way, a tight end.
Yeah. I
want a tight end, a guard, and a tackle. That will complement what we already have. That's what I want.
So we're going to have 3 tight ends on the roster?
We're going to have the rest of the picks.
We're going to have 3 tight ends on the roster. The one we draft, Foster Monroe, and then, fucking Waller, the guy that sat out half the season like with Renfro because of injury. They missed a lot of games. I mean, you don't help your team when you're on the sideline.
I'm going to say this, and now I'm going to let you go. Did you notice how well Waller played when he was playing with Stidham?
Yeah, caught the ball.
Did you notice his enthusiasm? I
got
did.
Got a new quarterback.
He had that enthusiasm from warm-ups on. Okay.
Yeah, he was eager to be out there on the field too. Hadn't played for a while.
But I'm just saying he played well with Stidham, and I think that because I think personally I don't think that Carr and Waller got along too well. That's just my observation. But
that's not good.
Ruben, I'm gonna let you go because I'm already at 2:15.
Okay, come next season. Do we make the playoffs? And if not, do they can them half the season?
What?
I said, do we make the playoff next year? And if we don't, do they can McDaniels during the season, like halfway mid through the season? Do they get rid of them?
We'll see. We'll see. But they're gonna go with McDaniels at least through half the season. It depends on how the team's playing. If the team is playing like shit, like they did in Denver, then he will probably be gone midway through the season. Okay.
Are you going to all the home games, or are you going to sell your tickets?
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't know. Robert Pena, good to see you. The from the bravest of New York, Robert Pena. Thanks for being here.
We don't get Brady, but I think that's who they're getting.
No, Matt, we're not bringing back Gruden. And like I said,
we're not. Gruden's done. Gruden's still in the league, and he's got a good case. I hope he doesn't take the money. I hope he takes it to court.
Well, we'll see. Rube, thanks for coming in, brother. You too.
Yeah, you too. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders. All right, there you go. That's Ruben. We're at like we're at 2 hours and 16. If you have something you want to say, if you have something you want to say. Pardon me. I usually do 2. That's why I'm waiting on that second one. If you have something you want to say, come in, because otherwise we're going to cut it in about 13 minutes. We're going to do like an even 2.5 hours. I want to thank Thor for coming in here. We got other people in here. Matt Marinovich says free agent right tackle and right guard. No, I don't know. No Gronk. No Gronk. No Gronk. No Gronk. No. No. There is a tight end that plays for I think Notre Dame that is just beyond. He might be that first round pick. Although I still think it should be defense, and maybe that they will have a very, very good tight end available. But basically, defense with the added, you will get a quarterback, you will get another guard, you will get another tackle, and I think maybe a tight end. Because if not, I saw Pancho Glover last week. It looks like Pancho Glover can go right in. He's definitely in a lot better health than I am. You can't teach speed and size. You can't teach speed and size. Gronkowski wants to play with the number 69. He wants the refs to call his number eligible every time he goes. Number 69 is eligible. Number 69 is eligible. Oh, and yeah, thanks. Michael Meyer, yeah, is the tight end for Notre Dame. But he's going to be a first-round pick. So unless the Raiders get extra picks for number 7, I think they're going to go, like I said, tackle or end, maybe Porter. Pardon me. Tackle or end. But that we're gonna see that. But we're at 2 hours, 19 minutes now. Let's call it 2:20. Call into the show. Myers, an American football tight end, played college football in Notre Dame, finishing as their all-time receptions leader at tight end with 180. That is amazing. 180 receptions in probably a 5-year college. Well, actually, Notre Dame. I don't know if Notre Dame still gets their people out, in the 4-year, kind of like a service academy. Service academies, you're there for 4 years and that's it, unless you have a injury where you are allowed to stay and you class up again. But normally, the service academies, you're out in 5 or 4. I should say you're out in 4 or 5 at the most. We'll see. 6'4", 265. That's a big boy who can catch, and I'm sure he can block too. Okay, again, unless you're coming in within the next 30 seconds, I'm tired and I'm going to bed. But I've enjoyed having this show. We will be here tomorrow. Is Wild Wild West, 7:30 Eastern Time, Wild Wild West. Well, I will have to have the, what's the word I'm looking for? I will have to meet with Alex, the most smug motherfucker in the world. But hey, he's a Chiefs fan. Hey, Mundungus is here. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I thought the Broncos were a train wreck. It's always nice to know the Raiders are consistent. Yeah, but we're better than you. We're better than you. And the best thing is, and Mundungus is a good guy, by the way. I get the chance to throw some of the screws at him. Mundungus is a good guy. Bronco fan. Mundungus, how's that Russell Wilson trade working out for you? I know he's not laughing at that anymore, although he has a happy face here. And if like I said, I'm all for Jim Harbaugh being your coach. As long as it's not Sean Payton. Sean Payton and the Broncos, I think, would be a better fit. But Harbaugh, go ahead. I don't care. Bills and Bengals will destroy the Chiefs and adults. I agree with that too. And it depends on which games you look at. Well, the majority of the games. You are what your record says you are. We're only like a game better than you. But we're a game better than you. And it's I can say that. Ruben says Kansas City and San Francisco are going down. I shouldn't say I know. I think Kansas City is going down. We will see. Remember, tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Eastern Time, it's Wild Wild West. We talk about the AFC West. And then for the follow, we will talk about only the Garglers, because the Garglers will play, and I think Jacksonville's going to win. Honestly, I think the Garglers are going to go over to Jacksonville, and they're going to get their butts handed to them. And we'll also talk about the Chiefs when they play somebody. And again, until you knock off the Chiefs, they're the best team in the AFC West. And Mundungus thinks that the Chiefs will be. I think he means that he depends upon that he thinks that the Chiefs won't make it through. I think that's what he said. Oh yeah, there you go. I'm going with Jags and Vikings in the Super Bowl. And I don't root for anybody, but I think the Jags are that surprise team like the Bengals were last year. Remember the Bengals just had that swoop. They got past us, and then they got past they got past Tennessee, and then they beat Kansas City. They had that certain swoop. I think Jacksonville is that team this year. I think that they're enough good up and coming team. So it wouldn't surprise me. My picks: Buffalo, Cincinnati, or Jacksonville in the AFC. NFC, well, like I said, of all the NFC teams of least objectionable, I said I have no problem with the Eagles because I'm from Philly. They will go nuts. Yeah, and Mundungus is like me. I'm always against coach defense, so I'm always against the Chargers. Like I said, I think Jacksonville's going to beat them. But until they do, we got to deal with it. Oh, at 9 Eastern tomorrow, 9 Eastern, it's NFL Nation Live with myself, Ref Guru, and, of course, the Hall of Famer Violator Wayne Mabry. That's at 9 o'clock Eastern, okay? 9 Eastern. Thursday, we will have a censored, you don't know jack about sports, but we'll talk about the playoffs. And now that I had this show, I still need a show for Friday, so we might do something. We might do something Friday, or I might download a show from tomorrow. Matt Marinovich says Bills and Santa Clara in the Super Bowl. So the Bills and the Niners in Super Bowl. Thank you there, Matt. Senior in 2019 was the Gatorade Kentucky Football Player of the Year after recording 49 receptions for 970 yards and 15 touchdowns. Nice. He plays for Notre Dame. That's my show. Remember, tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, Wild Wild West. And you can catch it on Mile High Roundtable Network, where Mundungus is there. Mundungus, one of the greatest names there is, Mundungus Creevy. Mile High Roundtable, my channel, which you're watching now. You also have Coach Defense has his podcast. There's a podcast. I'm sorry. But catch it on mine, or go to Mile High Roundtable. That's at 7:30 Eastern tomorrow. Come back for NFL Nation Live on Captain Jack's channel, which you're watching, or NFL Nation Live on YouTube. Catch that show. Thursday, like I said, we'll have a show here on the Captain Jack channel. On Friday, I'll probably have a redo of one of the shows. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Good seeing you, Nuggets. Ringmaster was in the house, Casey Ringmaster, and my boy Chris. And then we did have Darren Ray, and we had Jefe KC, and I allowed him on the show. We had a bunch of other folks there, and I appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Come back tomorrow. I'm going to go get some sleep. Take care, everybody. We'll see you. Remember, tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern Time, here on this channel. Take care.